Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is going to be one of the quicker videos I've posted onto my channel. In fact, I'm just going to get right into it. But first, thank you to any returning subscribers. Thank you to the subscribers we have. I appreciate anyone who's newly discovered the channel. If you enjoyed the videos I put out, the content I make, please like, comment, let's engage in conversation, and subscribe if you want to continue to see content I produce and put out. So, as I said, one of the quicker videos I'm going to have ever produced, honestly. Let's get right into it. So, what you see here, I've muted the music because I don't want a copyright strike. They're dancing to a Beyoncé song, as you can see. It says, POV, your friend died on the way to Beyonce's concert, but we enjoyed it for him. So, I'll let that go through one more time so everyone can see it. 3 people, transition coming up. 2 people at the concert, no third friend. Okay, so having a quick look at some of the comments, the main one is, may this kind of friendship never, in capital letters, find me. 26,000 views, okay? This person says, like, dead, or like he no longer with us. So dead to them, as in they've cut off the friendship, or the person's no longer here, okay? Somebody says over here, telling you all the worst people I have ever met are Beyoncé fans. Now, I'm a Beyoncé fan. I don't know that that's true. I think these people are weird. I will say first thing first, I don't know if this is a skit or if this is reality, okay? We're going to have a little bit more context that is provided in some later clips, but essentially, I have seen a lot of people explaining if this were to happen to them, they would want their friends to still go to the concert. So let's have a look at this creator who is going to be arguing for that side, for that type of friendship.
So there's some discourse right now about this lady. Yes, Anne Marie Lagosti or whatever her Italian name is. Anyway, there is some distress because apparently there was a group of friends, 3 people, that were going to a Beyonce concert, I believe in either London or Paris. And apparently one of the friends died the same day, right before the concert. And they still went to the concert. And I just wanted to come on here and say that if you are a friend of mine, now I don't go to Beyonce with people, I like to go by myself. But anyway, if you are a friend of mine and you are going to see Beyonce and I die, I give you full permission because I understand. I would go too. I'm dead. What the hell we gonna do? Ain't nothing I can do about that. Okay, ain't nothing you can do about that. I'm gone. And I honestly think that if my friends said to themselves, what would Caitlin do? Caitlin would go to the Beyonce concert. Now, they didn't have to finish the TikTok. They didn't have to do that. You know, okay, that was a step too far, but I give you permission. Now, since I go to Beyonce alone, if you find me dead, just leave me there. Go ahead and go in. Tell the police where I'm at. It's okay.
Okay, so we have this creator, Kaylin Allen. I think he's quite known to a lot of people on social media. I've seen a lot of takes similar to his. I can't tell if people are trying to be funny. I can't tell if they're being genuine and honest. I think some people are being honest in the sense that if we look at the comments here, this person says, even if I passed on, I would have still gone to the concert with my friends. So I guess they mean in spirit. This person says, call it a celebration of life in remembrance of me. This person's take was that they would be mad as heck if they passed on before going to the concert, and they say, take my body there. Okay. This is the comment I'm going to end on. It says, I sadly was having a miscarriage, so I couldn't make it to the London show. Still told my 2 friends to go ahead and bring me back merch. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm going to end on this comment. So basically, all the comments I just read, there's a lot of comments if you have seen this on your TikTok or social media pages. and they're all that sort of vibe, which is like, go ahead, I've moved on, I've passed on. What can I do? What can you do? Go without me. Enjoy Beyonce, enjoy the concert. But this comment here highlights a key facet of this whole topic and scenario, okay? It says it's not about the fact that those two friends, went. Apparently, this third friend passed away on the way to the concert. They then left the deceased friend with paramedics and went to the concert, and they did not notify the deceased friend's family or other friends. Let me know in the comments, what are you going to be doing? Are you going? Are you thinking, as some people have said, we paid money, we booked flights, we bought hotel stays, I have to go? Okay. Now, a different take, and this would be more my take. Let's have a listen.
Please tell me y'all have heard about the three friends that pre-recorded an introduction to a transition TikTok video for the Beyoncé Cowboy Carter tour. The three friends are getting dressed. They are taking a train to the concert when one of them has a heart attack and pass away. The two friends that survived, y'all, they still went to the concert and had a good time and recorded the second half to the transition video without the friend that passed away. They did do a follow-up video and said that he had a pre-existing heart condition and he would have wanted them to continue on going with the concert because they had been planning it for a few months and Beyonce would have wanted them there. To my friends, family, and loved ones, when I transition, you need to be so distraught that they have to pick you up off the floor and give you oxygen to survive because I have transitioned, because there's no way for the next 7 days life should be going on for you as normal. Please don't try me because I will come back, hunt you, your kids, your grandkids, and your pets. Okay?
Now, in case that angle wasn't clear, I just want to highlight this comment here that says not only did those two friends go to the concert, they allegedly, supposedly sold the friend that had passed away ticket online, got double the amount, and then one of the two friends was bragging about how they bought merch at the concert. And this commenter is saying they could have sent the money to his family. The comment below says, remember, they also had the audacity to not even tell his mother. So we've seen the prior comment saying they didn't inform family of the deceased until 2 days later because, quote unquote, it would have ruined the vibe seeing the Queen, referring to Beyonce. As I've said, I don't know if this is a skit. I don't know if this is genuine. I think if it's a skit, it's disturbing. If it's a skit, it's basically people clout chasing, doing anything for views, because I rebuke anybody that would want to call themselves my friend and make a video insinuating that I had passed on. That's, if I saw that, honestly, you would then actually be dead to me, as in we would no longer be friends, because that's very disrespectful. So if it's a skit, it's odd, it's weird, it's strange, disrespectful. I don't understand it. But hey, maybe that's me. Maybe that's, I don't have the same sense of humor. If it is real, first of all, it tells you what kind of friends they were. They can't have been genuine friends. They can't have been that close, in my opinion. If it is real, the fact that the way this person passed away is reportedly such a traumatic manner. So the full breakdown is that they were basically traveling to the concert, having made the first part of the TikTok video. They were on the tube in Paris. The friend that they allege has passed away, if this is not a skit, flew into Paris. And this had apparently been a lifelong dream of the two men you can see in the initial first half of the clip. Okay. So the two men in the first half of the clip, long life dream to see a concert, a Beyonce show in Paris. The one they are alleging has passed on, flies into Paris. He's not from Paris. He's maybe from somewhere else in Europe, but he's not from Paris. And then they get ready. They're traveling to the concert, the three of them, two men, the lady, on the tube in Paris, apparently starts having chest pains. In those subsequent videos they've talked about, the friend explains that he's had long-standing heart conditions. His chest pains got increasingly worse. We got worried. We got off the tube. At that point, the person fainted. By the time medical assistants arrived, paramedics, they were now informing the friends that he's DOA. So the individual was deceased on arrival when medical care got there. It is alleged that they then left their friend who had moved off this mortal coil with the paramedics to continue on to the concert. Not only did they attend the concert, they filmed the second half of the TikTok video. Not only did they film the second half of the TikTok video, there doesn't seem to be any emotion. And I think that's the thing for me, is that if this is real and not a skit for clout and views, it's a traumatic passing. It's not an expected passing. It's not somebody that was on end of life care, somebody with a known terminal illness. This is somebody that was dancing with you in a TikTok video. You're traveling to a show. You're meant to be having a good time as a trio. They've now had a sudden medical event, passed away from that event. You're not distraught, you're not upset. There's not a single appearance of tears or any upset in the second half of the video you filmed. You just put a little prayer sign, RIP. Not only is it insensitive, in my opinion, I'm like, y'all, we're not friends. And again, may such friendships never find me. Okay. May they not find anyone, honestly, because what is that? So I'm gonna play a video that I think fully encapsulates the way I feel about this situation. I might not play all of it, to be fair.
So let me get this straight. Your friend, your lifelong friend, flies out the country, international, to come and see you in Paris. Why? Because it's always been a lifelong dream for the two of you guys to go and see Beyonce in concert together. Cool copy. On the way to the Beyonce concert, your friend starts to experience some chest pains. He has pre-existing heart condition. You guys are worried. You get off the train. He faints. You call the paramedics. Paramedics get there. They say that he's no longer breathing, that he's gone. You think to yourself, okay, we're still going to go to the Beyonce concert though, because that's what he would have wanted. Matter of fact, that's what Beyonce would have wanted. Beyonce would have wanted us to leave our friend's corpse, who flew international, which means he has no family out here. He came out with you. He came out to be with you guys. As much as I want to give like devil's advocate and understanding life goes on, you know, at the end of the day, you guys still pay for something. It's expensive. I get it. Inflation, all of that. All I can think about to me is just the fact that this is a friend that flew out to come and be with you guys. It's not like it happened where he lives, where he has family, where he has relatives, where it could have been a thing of, you know, you call the next of kin and you tell them, listen, his body is with the paramedics or anything like that. He literally was alone. He was alone out there with you guys, and you left his corpse with strangers.
So, looking at the comments on this creator's account, you can see somebody here saying that the person who's initially posted that original TikTok that went viral, that their account is satire, and the comment below says it's rage bait. The friend they're talking about allegedly passing on is actually alive and has their own TikTok. I don't know, as I said at the very beginning, is it a skit? Is it not a skit? If it's a skit, it's a weird skit. I don't see the funny side of it. And maybe that's just my sense of humor. If it's not a skit, then it is truly, in my opinion, a diabolical friendship that not one sort of emotional reaction happened, not just because the friend passed away. If this is a true story, it was a traumatic passing. I mean, I feel like people are either stunted emotionally or society as a whole is just losing all facets of human emotion and compassion. And because how does your friend pass away in that moment and you still go to the show like nothing happened? That's what I don't understand. So I'm going to link to a video I already did about the dangers of who people call friends. So yes, guys, check out the video I made about fake friends, essentially. If you, I mean, I'm not going to go into this anymore. It could be a skit, it could be real. Whichever option turns out to be the truth, it's weird. It's creepy to make a skit about somebody passing on when they're not, in my opinion. And if this is a real event, I find it creepy personally, in my opinion, that that's how supposedly quote unquote friends have reacted. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. If some of you are of the same mindset that you would go because capitalism, money was spent, hotels were booked, Who cares about the trauma of my friend just passing in my arms, passing in the tube? Let me know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Do like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the content I produce, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.